you want to use SAFE. When you start with SAFE, just start with matrix SI and set all of these to Euro codes. And when you go here, you can choose your X and Y grids, but since most of you have different dimensions for different spans, you need to use custom grid spacing. And if you edit it, you have your X grid data and Y grid data here. Just fill them like you comply with the student's file in Excel. However, I just go with uniform one, like 5 and 4, because we had 5 columns in the X direction, 4 columns in the Y direction, spacings of 6 meters, for example. And I just set this one to 1. It's for the story. I just have one story. So I continue with the base mat, the last option. And these are the edges. I just go with 1 meter from the column to the left edge of the foundation. You can have different values. The depth of your foundation can be, usually it controls with the shear design, punching shear design. But for this case, you can start with 500 millimeter. This is the subgrade reaction. You need to come up with that with your own soil B from the Eurocode. And these are dead and live loads. It doesn't matter. You need to change them later based on the loads provided in the Excel file. However, the load size is 400 millimeter, the size of the column, right? So if I press OK, and if I press OK, here is a layout of the foundation. Yours is different because you have different dimensions. And this is a one foundation here. If you right click on it, you can see it's a mat 1. And for the mat 1, you can see that the slab section is mat 1. This is really like before. And this is 500 millimeter. So it's the concrete 30. If yours different, just define the corresponding material. And you can change this mat because it's a mat foundation, but for the strip case, you need to change it for the strip case. So really what you can do is to delete this one and try to redraw the mats based on your specific coursework, or you can use, here is draw floor walls. And if I select this one, for example, you can see here, can't you? Property slab 1. So I can go with mat 1 and draw different rectangular mat, or I can go with, for example, opening. I can keep this one and draw some openings here. See? But you need to know where the openings are. Instead of having piecewise mat, you can add openings to the available mat. And after a while, okay, I delete this one. After a while, you have a mat foundation consisting of openings, which means a strip foundation. So these work like making a hole there, an opening there. So if you be precise with your specific dimensions, you will have a strip foundation and you can proceed with the design. And these are the columns. And if I right click on one of them, you can see for the loads, I have something, the default, you need to change them. You need to change the loads based on whatever you have in the Excel file. And for that purpose, you need to select this load, go to the assign and joint load forces, and put the forces that you have in Excel here and delete the existing default ones. So this is the geometry of your coursework and the loading based on the Excel, and we will proceed with the next steps in the next sessions. Thank you.